welcome back to my channel. I'm having a heck of a time filming this intro today. This is probably the fourth take. I need one of those like things that somebody holds up in front of the screen and goes, take 875. Anyways, my name is Caitlin. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm really glad to have you here to my brand new channel. This is actually my second channel I've ever had in my life, but this one is primarily for my reselling, which is what I do as my day job. And what that means is I will go thrifting, yard selling, begging door to door. No, it's not that bad. But anyways, what I like to do is I like to go out and source for clothing and flip it online to make a profit. And I will do that on websites like Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, Citizen, Grailed. Gosh, there's so many. Tradesy, Facebook Marketplace. I have some things listed on Depop, but I don't think I'm cool enough for those kids, like hence the Miley Cyrus buns. And yeah, so here we are. But anyways, I've been doing this now for a little over a year, and this is what I do in order to be able to stay at home with my 5 kiddos. And this is making videos to show you that it can be done too. I live in a small town, hence the name of my channel, Small Town Reseller. I don't find the big bougie brands like you're used to seeing in a lot of, reseller hauls or maybe on Instagram with some of the bigger resellers. We don't find any of the Louis Vuitton. We don't find any of the Gucci. It just is what it is. But you can still make money selling the things that are considered small town chic, like American Eagle and Aeropostale. So anyways, I wasn't throwing any shade because I think I'm wearing this is a Banana Republic shirt. So there you go. But anyways, I am going to be doing a what sold video for you today. This is going to be everything that sold from February 14th, 2021 to February 20th. Is that the end of the month? Good Lord, I've looked at this twice now. Would you believe that? 20th. Yeah, I got that right. 20th. I did kind of mess this up a little bit. I actually have my legit, this is my hen scratch, writing down everything that I sold, and then this is how I figure out, my profit. So I did all that, and I did not total it up like the genius that I am, but I'll do that and then edit it in the end of the video. Oh my god. Okay, follow me on Instagram and subscribe to this channel if I haven't scared you away with my colossal amount of hot mess express that is rolling through right now. But anyways, on February the 15th, I actually combined the 14th and the 15th together. If you remember, if you can remember back that far, February 15th was President's Day. February 14th is the fake holiday that we all call Valentine's Day. I say fake holiday, that's so mean, right? So I just didn't do any business on the 14th. I did all my business on the 15th, my bookkeeping. So I just combined the 2 days because it was just easier for me at the time. So between the 14th and the 15th, I sold something on Grailed, which I don't typically do. I've only ever sold now 2 things on Grailed. I'm very new at Grailed. Grailed is a men's platform. It's all men's, no women's, no children. And it was this Columbia, I'm trying to remember because I have just hat dog written down. That's all I wrote. So now I have to remember what these items were. But I know it was a vintage Columbia nylon baseball cap that was in a camouflage print, and it had a black lab embroidered on the front of it. It was a really sweet little hat. I picked it up at a thrift store. I ended up selling that on Grailed for $32, and after my cost of goods, which I believe was $2.50. Anyways, sold this for $32. After cost of goods and fees, I ended up making $24.43 on this hat. I also sold on eBay. I had 4 sales on eBay between the 2 days. The first one was this Land's End skirt, and this is actually a swim skirt. It's like a maroon color with some polka dots. It was really, really cute. I actually hauled this in my last video, which I will link up here for you and in the description box below if you are interested in seeing that. That is a bins pickup. I believe it was a 50-cent bins pickup. Sold it for $12.85 on eBay. I do charge for shipping, and that price does include the shipping amount that they paid. I am currently running a 20% off sale in my eBay store, so keep that in mind as well. But I ended up paying $3.49 to ship this out, $3.49, which means after cost of goods and fees, I profited $8.86. The next thing I actually got for free, this was a Cuddle Duds scarf, which I had no idea that Cuddle Duds made outerwear accessories, but apparently they do. So this was not mine. This was given to me by a friend. I listed on eBay, sold it for $14.90. There was a $3.51 eBay shipping fee. It cost $3.51 to ship it. I made $8.86. Oh no, that was what I made on the Lands End. I made $11.39. Moving on. I also sold this tank top by Prana. Now this is actually something I had listed on my Poshmark, in my Poshmark closet for a long time, and I like shared it and shared it and shared it and sent offers, and I should have relisted the stupid thing is what I should have done, but I never did. Cross listed it over to eBay. It sold very quickly, like within a week, because I used Vendu, crossed it over. Sold it for $20.20, paid $3.85 to ship it out, which means I made $15.35. And the last thing that sold on eBay this day was a Brooks Brothers. What is this? It says Brooks Rose. Oh, I remember. This is not going to be effective. We can't do this again. I sold a Brooks Brothers cardigan, and it was a black cardigan, and it had these like ribbon twirled roses that were down either side of the buttons in the front. It's a full button-up cardigan, and I sold it for $22.49. I believe it was a Brooks Brothers 346, which is the lower teal. I did this in my last video. Why did I keep saying teal instead of tier? Oh my god. The lower tier Brooks Brothers brand. Sold it for $22.49, paid $5.42 to ship it out. So after that and cost of goods, I made $16.07. I had 2 Facebook Marketplace sales. Now I use Facebook Marketplace, cannot talk ever, to save my life. Oh my god. I use Facebook Marketplace more to clearance out things that I've had for far too long. And when I mean clearance out, I list it between like $5 and $10. Like, I want it gone. I don't care if I make a couple dollars on it. I just need it out of here. This is like the prior to me redonating it back, which I have yet to do. I've managed to move everything, but I do have a few items that I think are going to meet the donate back fate. But I had these 2 items that I sold on Facebook Marketplace, and one of them was this Dialogue linen blend button-up shirt, which had this like red cord embroidery on the front. Had that forever, thought that would sell, did not. It sold for $8. After fees, I made after fees and cost of goods, I made $6.61. Facebook only charges a 5% selling fee, and I had the customer pay for shipping, so it wasn't bad. And I also sold this American Eagle, like a chartreuse lime green. Is that the right color? Chartreuse, I think, is the right color. Wide corduroy skirt. So like the wide striped corduroy skirt. And I only sold this, I had picked this up actually at Ross. This was one of those like 49-cent deep clearance things. So it was new without tags. I sold it for $14 and ended up profiting $11.46. Which was not quite what I had hoped for, but I had cross-posted it. I think I'd listed it for $17, and I had cross-posted it from all the other platforms, and it was getting likes. And then someone sent me this offer on Facebook for $14, and I was like, you know what? Let's just move it up out of here. Like, we're not a storage facility. We're gonna profit. Let's just move it along. I had three Poshmark sales today, or that day, or those 2 days, I should say. I sold these maroon men's pants. These were like khaki style pants, like dressy type pants. They were from a brand called Select Ohm. Is that right? That doesn't seem right to me. I'll put it on the screen because all I wrote was Select Ohm, but I think it was Premium Select Ohm or something. Ohm, H-O-M-M-E, like the perfume, pour Ohm. Him. I sold those for $29, and after fees and cost of goods, I made $20.90. That was a good flip. I'd had those for quite a while, so I was glad to see them go. I also sold this purse. Now this is like, it was purple and black and had these laser cut dog prints, and it was actually one of those like Humane Society fundraiser type of bags, but it was in perfect condition other than like a little indentation on the front, which was maybe like about this big, and it was just like a pressed in indentation, almost like it had been stored with something pressing into it. So it really wasn't like, it wasn't bad, but it was there. So I picked it up. I sold it for $20, and after cost of goods and fees, I only ended up making $11, which really isn't as much money as I had hoped. I think I'd listed it for $25, and somebody sent me an offer for $20, and I just took it because I'm trying to just take the offer. If I'm gonna make money, I'm trying to take the offer. And that is advice from somebody I follow on Instagram. Her Instagram handle is hypersocalposh, and I will link her Instagram below, but I follow her. She has this whole like educational pamphlet thing. It's all free, like the information's all free, and there's this whole pamphlet about how she like like rotates through her closet so quickly, like sells through her stock so fast. And that's one of her tips. Just take the offer. Like, don't be a greedy jerk. Just take the offer. So I've been trying really hard to just take the offer. And then I also sold this purse that I had for literally since the beginning of, it was literally for my first binge trip, which was December of 2019. That's how long I had this bag. So this bag was from INC, or International Concepts, and it was this like lavender purple little shoulder bag. It was like a square shape. Cute purse. Picked it up at the bins. I think my cost of goods on it was 93 cents that time. And the only reason why I remember that is because of other things that I had picked up, and it's just like my first binge trip, so it just sticks, you know, in my head. But I sold it for 10 bucks. I made $7.05, and then after cost of goods it was $6.31. So I guess 93 cents is a little high. Maybe it was 83 cents. I don't know. Rambling. But anyways, yeah, so I made $6.31 on this stupid purse that I've had for basically since the beginning of my reselling career. But I thought it would move for 15 to 20, like honestly, because I can move the International Concepts clothes like really well, but for whatever reason nobody wanted that purse. So then we move into Tuesday the 16th, and I had a Facebook sale for a Christopher and Banks open cardigan. It was a short sleeve pink open cardigan, and it was actually like in perfect condition. There was not a flaw on it. I sold it for $5. It was my mother-in-law's. My mother-in-law passed suddenly almost 5 years ago now, and my father-in-law was ready to clean out her closet, and he asked me to go through it and see if there's anything I wanted to sell. And you know, I really didn't want to be 100% honest with you. It really wasn't like what I wanted to do. It was kind of hard losing her for everybody, myself included. You know, I've been with my husband since I was 17 years old, so I've known her basically my whole adult life. So it was very hard to go through her clothes and to list her clothes on the internet. And she has a lot of things from like Kohl's and department stores, things that necessarily people don't really want. And Christopher and Banks new is like $30 to $40. So I knew nobody was going to pay a lot for this. It was an older style, but it was in good condition. So I threw it on Facebook. I think I listed it for $8, and somebody sent me an offer for $5, and I just took it because I was like, listen, let's get this out of here. Like, move on. And if she were here, like, here's the thing I keep trying to tell myself, because like I feel bad selling her clothes, but if she was here, she'd be like, why aren't you selling this and making money? Because that's the kind of person she was. She was a hustler, like, and I mean that in the best possible way. Like, she was a hustler. So she was all about, you know, like saving a buck, making some money, doing work on the side. Like, she worked her tail off. So I was, you know, happy just to say yes to the offer and get it out of here. And I also sold this cabbie top. I think it was called the Harmony top. Like, it had these really pretty pink flowers on it. It was a black base, short sleeve, V-neck top. Picked it up at the thrift store. I was actually on a Clubhouse call when I was doing this thrift haul, and I ended up moving this for $23 on eBay, and I made $17.54 on it when all was said and done. My one Poshmark sale of the day, I'm sorry, that was my only eBay sale of the day. I'm not doing a very good job like announcing this. My one eBay sale of the day was the caddy top. My one Poshmark sale of the day was actually from Janie and Jack, and this was a new with tags hat that I picked up at Marshall's on clearance for $2. And I thought for sure this hat would sell for more than it did. It actually sold for $13. It's been listed for a long time. Like, it was just time. It was time. Nobody was going to buy the thing. So she had offered me $10, and I countered at $13. I think I had it listed for $18 or $19. It was $27, I think, new. And so I listed it. I countered for $13. She accepted any $10.05, which ultimately ended up being $7.05 after cost of goods, which it's okay. Kind of salty about it. Like, I really thought that hat would sell for more, but it didn't. And then I sold something on Etsy. So I've sold maybe 4 things on Etsy. It's another one of those platforms that I list on, and I just don't sell a lot. Nectar of the gods, I swear. And what did I sell? It just says skirt. I'm consigning some things for a friend of mine, which is not something that I intend to do very much of, but this is an old good friend of mine, and her grandmother had to move into a nursing home a couple months ago, and they were trying to just get a little money for her clothes instead of just donating them. And she had a lot of beautiful like vintage pieces, because you know how older people are, they don't get rid of anything, like they keep everything, so it's great. So she wanted to make some money, and I'm like, fine, okay, I will, cool. So it was a vintage Evan Picone wool skirt, and I sold it for $25, and after shipping, fees, cost of goods, it ended up that the profit for that was $15.31. So I mean, it wasn't bad. It is what it is, but it was just like a midi length wool skirt. It was pretty. It was in good condition for as old. I mean, it's probably from the 80s, like that's how old it was. And then that wraps us up for the 16th, moving into February 17th. I sold a few things on eBay. The first thing was this Canon Ink Cartridge. Woo! It's so exciting. I'm telling you though, you should always look at ink cartridges. Like if you see a new sealed ink cartridge on a thrift store shelf, or like in a box or something at a yard sale, you should always scan that baby and see what it's going for on eBay. One of my best flips was ink cartridge. Like I paid I think $1 or $2 for it at Goodwill, and flipped it for $47 in like 3 or 4 hours. So definitely pay attention to ink cartridges. This one isn't as much of a success story. It was blue. Does that really matter? Probably not. The only thing about ink cartridges, I will throw this out there though, is pay attention to expiration dates on the box and make sure that if it is expired, it still can resell. Just might not resell for as much, but just make sure you note that it is expired. And this particular box did not have an expiration date on it, and I put that in the description that it does not have an expiration date, but I cannot see a reason why it would not work. Sold it for $14.99. After cost of goods and shipping, I made $10.98. So not a bad little flip. Ink cartridges are really easy to photograph, list. They're super simple, especially because you can scan one, pull up a sold listing, and hit sell one like this, and it makes it that much easier. So this is on eBay. I don't sell them on any other platform, just on eBay. The other thing that I sold on eBay was actually a bundle. So I sold a 3-piece bundle. The first thing was this bee moss, or what is the name of this? I just wrote moss. Bee moss or HB moss or MB moss, I don't know. These pants, they were black satin wide leg pants. I also sold this Moda International, which is actually a Victoria's Secret like brand. I didn't know that, but it's like really cute little baby pink corset dress with like a black pleated skirt and these Donna Karan New York black boot cut pants, which I actually had regretted bringing home and couldn't understand why I had brought them home, because they weren't even like Donna Karan. They were DKNY. Like, I don't know why I brought them home. I brought them home. It was really stupid. But anyways, for the entire bundle, it sold for $61.18. And when all was said and done, I broke this down in a really stupid way. I ended up making $16.69 on each item. So whatever that times 3 is, I don't know. Yeah, $16.69 on each of those items was not bad, considering 2 of them, both pairs of pants, I don't know what I was thinking when I brought them home. They were like, my brain just checked out. For whatever reason, I thought I was something. I really don't know. The only other thing I sold that day was on Poshmark, and it actually happened to be another one of my mother-in-law's things, and it was this leather jacket, and it was 100% lamb's leather, and it was from Wilson's Leather, and I sold it for $25, and the profit on that was $20. And the reason why I sold it for $25 and not for more is because it did have like a tear in the shoulder. It was like only a slit like this big, but it was like right in the shoulder, and it doesn't affect anything. Like, we literally could have worn it and no one is going to notice. I had to mention that and take less money for it. And then we move on to the 18th, and the 18th wasn't a bad day. I had 2 eBay sales. The first one was this pair of Bikini jeans for girls. They were a size 10. I picked them up for my daughters, but they did not like how they fit, so I just turned around and sold them on the internet for $15.99. And after cost of goods, which was actually a little bit higher than I would have paid to resell these jeans. I probably never would have picked these jeans up for resale anyways, but I think I paid $3.50 for them for my girls, which I will pay for my kids. But since they didn't fit the way that they like, because they're starting to get picky now, and after shipping, I made $8.87, which is fine. I still made money on them, so that is good. I also sold this J. Crew sweater, which was a cotton and cashmere blend, just basic gray v-neck sweater. I picked this up again. It was my first binge trip, literally my first, or no, I lie, it was my second binge trip. But my second binge trip ever, and it sat here forever. Just to give you some indication of how I know this is something I've had forever, all of my items have like a number. That's how I find them in the bin system that I have. And I am currently on item 2,415. That's how many items I've listed, and not all of them sold yet, obviously, but that's how many items I've listed. This is number 237. I started at number 100, which at the time really made sense to me because I thought if I just put 1, it would be confusing. Like, just to have a single or a double digit to me wouldn't look like a SKU number. So I started at number 100. I don't know. That was where my brain was a year and almost a half ago. My brain starting at number 100 made all the sense in the world. I don't know, but now we're like up to 2,400, and this was number 237, like I said. So it's been here for a while, a long while. But it went. I made $10.46 on it. At this point, I would have taken $5 profit because I just wanted it gone. The next thing I sold was a bikini top that I picked up at the bins for 50 cents. It was by the brand Soma, which I tend to move pretty quickly. The Soma items, I think, tend to be really expensive. They don't resell for $1 million, but they're not bad. And it was this really pretty black suit with like this watermelon pink floral print on it. I sold them for $14 on Poshmark, and after all is said and done, I made $9.05. And I used Vendu to take the listing down. And then within a few hours of taking the listing down, I had someone message me on eBay saying, "What happened to the Soma swim top with the watermelon pink watermelon pink flowers?" They actually remembered that I called that watermelon pink. So if you see this top anywhere and you want to use like watermelon pink as a descriptor, I guess it just stuck in her brain, you know? So, you know, tipping my hat, like, good job, you know? But I had to tell her it sold on another platform. I'm sorry. She never responded. She probably wasn't very happy, but you snooze, you lose, right? And another thing I sold on Poshmark, I sold 3 things that day on Poshmark. This one is interesting. So I'll tell you what the item is first. It was a Zara dress. It was a leopard print maxi dress with long sleeves that unbuttoned, I thought the full way down from top to bottom. I thought it unbuttoned because I had checked a couple of the top buttons and I had checked a couple down in the skirt. And I didn't check all of them. They didn't unbutton like in the middle area, like around your waist area. I didn't check them all. I just verified there were buttons there. I did not physically try to unbutton them. So I sold the dress for $40. And I made a $27 profit on them after fees and cost of goods, because I think I paid $5 for this at the thrift store. So I made $27 on this dress. Somebody opened a case. The woman who bought it opened a case, which is fine. Story time. Now, mind you, in the year and almost year and a half, I'm just gonna call it a year and a half. The year and a half I've been reselling, I have only ever had 2 cases, right? And both of them were found to be in my favor because I had measurements, whatever. This last week, I've had 2 opened up. So now I've had 4 in my entire reselling career. Can't believe it. I can't believe it, right? Like, I try really hard, right? But they happen. They're a part of life. So she opens a case and she says, you know, that she thought that it unbuttoned the full way. That was her understanding of the listing, and that she was really excited to have the dress. She's really happy with the dress, but she wanted to be able to open the dress and wear the dress completely open, which I don't understand why, unless she wanted to wear it. She kind of wanted to wear it like a duster, but it was a dress. I would just think there would be a lot of extra fabric. That was kind of my thought process. Like in the front, you know, because you've got the fabric that covers the full way around instead of a duster, which is cut to be more like open. You know what am I on the right route? Whatever. She wanted to know if honestly, I don't know what the point of it was. She wanted to know what my thoughts were, I guess. which she could have just talked to me through a bundle, but she opened a case. And I just explained, you know, she put it in there. She wasn't like mad, but she wasn't super happy, you know, that kind of thing. So I just went on and I said, listen, I'm really sorry. I only checked some buttons in the top and the bottom. I did not unbutton every single button, but go forward, I 100% will unbutton and button every single button to verify that this never happens again. If you would like to return it, as long as Posh, you know, agrees, then I am 100% okay with that. And again, I'm sorry for the confusion, you know, sorry. Like, what else do I say? Sorry. And I was very polite and professional about it. Like, I'm kind of just playing it down for the sake of the video. Like, I really didn't know what to say. Like, I mean, I didn't check all the buttons, which was kind of, I guess, a rookie mistake. I just assumed after I had buttoned the few at the bottom and buttoned the few at the top that they all unbuttoned, you know, like, I guess I just didn't see why they wouldn't, so I didn't check them all, which from now on I just will, you know. So I felt bad because she's like, I normally don't spend this much money on my clothes, which I, you know, I'm sure it was a lot of money, $40 plus, I think I gave her a $5 shipping fee, like a discount. So, you know, $45 for a dress and taxes, you know, that's a lot of money for a lot of people, and I understand that. So I did feel bad, but she ended up deciding to keep it. He's been crying because he wanted a light turned on. It is daylight here. Like, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know why we need a light on in a room that has windows. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but he's having a fit. So we got him taken care of. So sorry for that. The last Poshmark sale that I had was another not very glorious sale. It was this pumping bra, like a bra for like if you need to pump. And it is by Wishful Thinking, I believe is the name of the brand. I picked up at the bins. It was just there. And it was like this, it was sizes small to extra large. Like it was fully adjustable with Velcro. It was really cool. Like light baby pink. Did not look like it had been worn at all. It was beautiful condition. I received an offer for $11 and I just took it because I was like, whatever. And I made $6.05. I'm just not super thrilled this week with a lot of my sales. Like my few good sales, like the Zara dress, happened to have a case, which worked out fine in my favor. And I feel bad that she's not happy with the dress and she has to go to you know, have it altered. Like I kind of feel like an idiot that I didn't check. But then at the same time, I'm kind of like, why? That mistake again. And moving on to the 19th. Only had 3 sales that day. Oh wait, back to the 18th. I did one Mercari sale. And it was another J. Crew item. And it was another item that I should have had my head checked before I brought the thing home. I don't know why I did it. And it was this white button-up shirt with this pale blue and silver pinstriping through it. And it was long sleeve. It ended up selling for $14 on Mercari with free shipping. So after I paid for shipping and cost of goods, I ended up making $7.38, which I made money on the thing. And I saved a shirt from from probably a death of some sort in a trash can somewhere. I did do that, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, ugh, I had to stop bringing this crap home. And again, I'd had this is number 839. So I've had this for a while. So it's not like it's something I just bought last week, but it's just something I've had for a while. You know, like, get it out of here. I should never have brought it home. Moving on to the 19th, finally. I feel like this is taking forever to get through this week. It's taking forever to get through this week. Actually, we're at the end because this is the last day of the week that I actually made sales. On the 19th, which is actually a Friday, I had 3 eBay sales. And the first one was a rash guard from the brand Hang 10, and it was actually new with tags. Sold that on eBay for $20.94 and profited $14.24. I also sold this cat dress, which I picked up at a thrift store for $1. And I got it because it had cats on it. And I was like, oh yeah, this will sell. I picked up the cat dress because I was like, it has cats on it. I'm going to buy it. The cats were kind of deformed looking. Like, they weren't very attractive cats. I don't know what I was thinking. It was another one of those things, like somebody should have just been there, just slap it out of my hand and tell me no. Managed to move it for $15.19. Go figure. I made $10.34 on it. And the last thing I sold was actually one of my best sales of the week, and it was from Peruvian Connection, which I love Peruvian. If you find any Peruvian Connection, you should pick it up because it sells very well. And this was the King Street dress, and I ended up selling it for $50 with shipping. which that included the shipping cost, just like all the rest of them. So after shipping for me and the fees and all cost of goods and all that, it was $42.80 profit. So that was another one that was very good. Actually, it was my highest one of the week. So yeah. Anyways, let's go back. Let's talk it over. I ended up profiting on Monday. I profited $132.38. And then on Tuesday, I profited $36.69. On Wednesday, I profited $81.05. Thursday, I profited $78.08. And then on Friday, it was $67.38, which gives us a grand total of, I have no idea. That was a profit for me this week of $395.58, which is not bad for a little side hustle in my home, basically. So yeah, and as you can see, I really didn't sell anything overly remarkable. It was a lot of nickeling and diming, which is really what we do here. In my closets and stores and on my platforms, we nickel and dime because that's what we find. We don't find a lot of the good stuff. So yeah, that's what we found. And it was an okay week for me. I like to make more like 500. Like that's kind of my goal, to make about $500. But it's better than it was over the summer. Over the summer, I was making about $200 a week from the pandemic and everything else. So I will take it gladly. And that is what I sold. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and all the nininess that went along with it. That's kind of normal for my world. You'll find out. It's normal for my world. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Both of them help me. And you can always follow me on Instagram. I think I put my handle at the beginning of the video. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time.